Hey Mepham, welcome back to yet another episode of the Midweek Update.
In today's episode, we take a look at the Last Hope Pet Shelter, a fitness trainer with an interesting story, and another episode of Who Is That?
This and more on this Midweek Update. I'm Brianna Goodman.
And I'm Anthony Ciuffo, and welcome back to the Midweek Update, the B&B show that brings you closer to the people and places in and around the Mepham community.
Anthony, do you like dogs or cats?
Well, I'm more of a dog person, but I think they're both really cute.
I agree. I wish there was a job where you could play with animals all day long.
There is. It's called working at a pet shelter.
Oh yeah. Where would I find a pet shelter around here?
Well, there's the Last Hope Pet Shelter. They take care of animals all day.
I wonder if I could get a job there. Let's check it out.
From 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., we allow people to come in and look at dogs, and we have new volunteers that come in every 2 hours. We have a pen in the backyard, and we allow the dogs off the leash. It's a nice area for them to run around, and there's activities as well, so they can run up and down different things that Eagle Scouts have made for the shelter. Most animals at home don't get out every 2 hours, so these animals get better love and outside time more than other animals. We break our dogs down into different categories. So we have blue, usually means that they need a little bit more work on the leash. Green is right in the middle, means that they could be good with other dogs, could be either way, but usually they're average dogs. And then they have yellow, which means they're usually very easy to maintain, good with people, good with dogs, good on the leash, no food aggression, very easy going. And then if I'm lucky enough to see a dog go home and hand the leash over to someone outside as the final time and help them get them in the car and take the goodbye picture, that's the most rewarding part.
Aw, the animals look so cute and happy.
Yeah, but I bet they would look even happier once they are adopted.
True, that would definitely change their life.
I bet that would also change the life of their owners, now that they have a new pet.
Definitely. There's a lot of things that could change a person's life. You just have to make the most of it.
You mean like Brandon Lee?
Yeah, that's a perfect example of making the most out of a big change.
Many people around the world work 2 jobs, and Brandon Lee is no exception. Between being a personal trainer at this very gym and a first responder, Brandon has a big impact on people around him.
What got me into wanting to become a personal trainer, and a first responder, is that with the gym, everybody's trying to get better. Everybody has the same mission. Everybody wants to get better. Everybody's trying to get better. They just don't know how. Not everybody knows how. And me personally, I just love helping people.
Found him when I was trying to lose weight, and he helped me lose 80 pounds right off the bat, pretty much, within 2 years. And now he's just always there for me. He's always helping me train, whether it's like side training me or telling me stuff I can do or just helping me with everything.
It's obvious that Brandon Lee is very successful in the gym. However, something you may not know is that his past is actually filled with adversity. Joining a gang at a young age is something very common for those who grow up in low-income neighborhoods. For Brandon, that decision was one that would become costly to his life.
I was walking the street one day, and my friend that I was with, he told me to run. I didn't know to run. I was so oblivious. And it ended up with me getting shot and me losing my leg. And shortly after that, I decided I wanted to get revenge. I went on a revenge tour. It did not work out for me at all. I wound up going to jail for a very long time. And that trip taught me, like, yo, listen, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. You have all this life to live ahead of you. Don't worry about the past. Live in the present and work for the future.
Changing your path in life is a hard decision, but with bravery, courage, and the desire to lead a better life, Brandon has not only surpassed society's expectations, but surmounted his own.
I think it really shows him, like, anyone can really do it, no matter the disability or the capabilities they have. It just shows that truly anyone can do it if they put their heart to it.
Knowing the kind of life he could have led if he didn't find fitness is inspiring, because not many people can get out of that. A lot of people just end up in jail or dead. So it's really inspiring to see him totally flip it and do everything he's doing now. Like helping all these people lose weight, get fit, and all that. It's really inspiring.
Smile every day, work on yourself every day, and you'll find a reason to wake up, no matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody doesn't have the same path, but you'll find your reason. Just follow the steps, smile, and work on yourself. That's it.
From my path to your path, for B&B, I'm Sid El-Sedi.
Wow, that's such an accomplishment. It must be hard to turn your life around like that.
Yeah, I mean, luckily there's so many people in the school alone that are here to help us out.
Like who?
Instead of me telling you, why don't we just let Mel explain it?
Thanks, guys. Here at MEPM, guidance is one of our most appreciated departments. As students, we appreciate the support and help our counselors provide for us, and throughout our time here, we get to know them well. This week, Nikki Saraceni will introduce us to a new guidance counselor here at MEPM.
Thanks, guys. I'm here in the guidance office because today I'm introducing you to a new guidance counselor here at MEPM, Miss Kelly. Miss Kelly is a leave replacement guidance counselor for Miss McLeod while she is out and works to help students with whatever they might need here.
I'm here to help students with whatever they need as far as academics. If they have any other issues going on, I'm here to talk to the students and make sure that they feel supported in every way that a school can support you.
Miss Kelly wants the students to feel supported and have guidance throughout their time here.
I hope to impact them by making them feel that their concerns are listened to and heard, and that they feel like there's somebody here to really help them.
Us as students appreciate our guidance counselors and are lucky to have people like Miss Kelly to fill the role here, even if it's temporary, because it leaves an impact. That's all for me. I'm Nikki Saraceni, sending it back up to the studio.
Thank you, Nikki. Mrs. Kelly seems so nice, and I'm sure she will greatly impact the students. That's all for me. I'm Melanie Arcos, sending it back to the studio.
I know Mrs. Kelly is new, but I hope to see her at the volleyball tournament.
What volleyball tournament?
How do you not know what I'm talking about? Let's find out everything you need to know. Jake?
Thanks, guys. I'm here outside the MEPM gym before it gets packed. That's right, we're here before 3, where the gym will be filled with juniors, peers, teachers, faculty, and everything in between. For what exactly? Well, of course, the class of 2025 led volleyball tournament. Make sure you're all there. Sign-ups for the tournament have unfortunately closed, but for those of you who didn't sign up, make sure to pay $5 at the door to watch the whole event go down. All the proceeds raised tonight will go straight towards funding the event for future class of 2025 events like next year's prom. So in case you aren't going, B&B will have live coverage of the tournament to make sure you don't miss a point. Well, that's it for me. Make sure you clear your schedules and come support the junior class, and I hope to see you all there. But until then, I'm Jake Mano, sending it back to you guys upstairs.
Now I wish I played volleyball.
Well, unfortunately, the volleyball season here at MEPM has ended. But maybe you can get involved in a different sport.
What sports are there to even get involved in right now?
That's a great question. We should have asked Jake, but since he already told us about volleyball, let's hear from someone new.
Thanks, guys. I'm super excited to make my debut in sports. As the winter season is winding down and the spring season is starting up, tryouts are underway for all sports. Only 2 weeks left in the spring season. Tryouts are happening for baseball, softball, and lacrosse. And more. Go see your coach with any questions. And as we take it over the ice, the Bulldogs won 2-1 over the Syosset Braves in a double overtime thriller to propel them into the state final. As the spring training started a couple weeks ago, the Baltimore Orioles are my dark horse pick to win it all. That's all from me, so back to Brianna and Anthony in the studio.
Now I wish I played a spring sport.
How about we end this episode so you could go practice?
Well, that's it for this week's episode of Midweek Update. We'll be back next week with all the stories around the BMCH SD to bring you inside the parts of the community that we don't always get to see. Until then, I'm Anthony Ciuffo.
And I'm Brianna Goodman. And we'll see you next Midweek.